Hello everyone, it is the AI programmer back at you once again with another video. This time I'm going to be continuing upon the previous video, which discussing how I use AI to prepare for job roles. And specifically, we were talking about the Rise platform. Now, today we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that with a follow-up prompt that I use to dive deeper into the Rise platform as far as the specific tech stack that I will be looking at and how I will be able to contribute to whatever work that this company is currently doing. So we'll kind of dive into that a little bit. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the prompt reads, that I used here with ChatGPT was the Rise platform, or let's see. So my prompt was, what language does the Rise platform use? As a developer, how would I contribute? So the Rise platform utilizes a combination of technologies and programming languages to offer comprehensive route optimization and fleet management solutions based on the available information. Rise likely incorporates a modern tech stack that includes several key components. So here are some of the tech stack components that it kind of gave me about Rise. So number one, for the backend, it kind of splits this up into different groups. Now, just to preface this here, I'm not sure who will be looking at this video and what their capability or skill set level would be. So let me just kind of break this down a little bit further before we dive in. It separated these into different groups here, front end, back end, and database, as well as cloud services. So this is typically how you would group your tech stack, just depending on what kind of application you're building. So for example, let's say you're building just a front end application, then typically you would just have of the front end technologies, right? Which is React.js or AngularJS or whatever front end framework you're utilizing, or it could just be just plain old HTML, JavaScript, CSS, right? Or as someone called Vanilla.js. Now, if you're building a full stack app, then that will also include backend technologies as well as front end technologies. It might not always include a database, just depends on what exactly you're working with or what exactly the app is supposed to do. But typically, a full stack application is backend, front end, backend, and database. Now, cloud services is more of a thing today where um, hmm, it's more of a thing today where you might have things like serverless functions. You might have backups in the cloud. You might have you know yeah, there's a lot of different things that you can do with cloud computing, and then but mostly for, I would say, for storage, right? Um, so yeah, so let's kind of dive in, into these a little bit more in depth, instead of me kind of rambling, in my own words. So tech stack components. So starting with the backend technologies. So number one, you have Node.js, which is commonly used for server-side logic due to its efficiency and scalability in handling concurrent connections. So and then you also have Express.js, often paired with Node.js to facilitate the creation of robust web applications and also APIs. After that, you have the front end technologies, which include React. And also for my backend technology, I utilize Flask with Python, for those of you who are interested. And just to kind of give you guys another example. So as far as front end technologies, React.js or AngularJS, these JavaScript frameworks are popular for building dynamic user interfaces and ensuring seamless user experience. Now, AngularJS is, I would say, more beginner friendly than React, and more beginner friendly than Angular would be Vue or Vue.js. So just to give you guys some more examples. So then we move on to database. So MongoDB is also my database of choice for my personal tech stack. So this is a NoSQL database often used in modern tech stacks like Mean, which includes MongoDB Express, Angular, and Node, and also MERN, which includes MongoDB Express, React, and Node for its flexibility and scalability. Now, then you have cloud services, and for this we have AWS. And besides AWS, we also have Azure and also GCP, which is Google Cloud. So Amazon Web Services for cloud computing, storage, and other infrastructure needs. This can include services like AWS Lambda for serverless functions, which help in reducing operational overhead and increasing scalability. So now we move on to how I can effectively, as a developer, contribute utilizing this tech stack, joining in and using the Rise platform, right? So for backend development, I can improve and maintain server-side logic using Node and Express. I can help develop APIs that integrate with the Rise platform's routing and fleet management services. On the front end side, I can create and optimize user interfaces using React and AngularJS, ensuring that they are responsive and user friendly. As far as database management, I can design and manage database schemas using MongoDB, ensuring efficient data storage and retrieval. For cloud integration, I can help utilize AWS services to enhance the platform's scalability and reliability. This includes setting up and managing serverless functions, databases, and other cloud resources. Automation and optimization, I can develop algorithms for route optimization and automation to improve efficiency and reduce operational costs. And also implement machine learning models to analyze data and make predictive adjustments to routes. So, and I think that is all now. Like I said before, this is kind of how I utilize AI to prepare for roles. I would say like a follow-up prompt to this would be, okay, now show me an example of this, right? So show me an example of improving server-side logic using Node and Express, right? And not just, and I'm talking like on a more intermediate to advanced level. And also show me an example of an API that can integrate with Rise's platform or with Rise's routing and fleet management services, right? So, and then now I have a code example of these things that I can use. And then after that, I may go and actually start playing around and experimenting with um, these kinds of implementations locally. Maybe set up a demo app of some sorts. Uh, so yeah, that's it for this one. It's the AI programmer here. I'll make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video for more. I do have a course where you guys can pretty much learn how to acquire and get your first software engineering role or just get a software engineering role. It'll kind of teach you how to prepare or how I prepare for roles and what you need to do and give you guys a checklist for what you should be doing to kind of get these roles and also provide you with some resources and tools you should be using as well, just to help you better prepare. So that's it for this one. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Always keep coding.